Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm playing with the Tasteful Touches Cling stamp set from Stampin' Up. This is in the new annual catalogue and it's gorgeous. Didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. Actually think it's my most used stamp set so far. Love it. This is the card that I am making with it today. The flower pops up, so it's on its little dimensional, so it sticks up a little bit 3D off the card. Let me show you how to do it. I have got a piece of base cardstock that is 8.5 centimetres by 12.85 centimetres. And I have got some soft suede cardstock that is 10 centimetres by 14.25 centimetres. So it leaves a massive, great big border around it this time. I know normally I do little borders, but today I decided to do a big one. So I'm going to be using the flower, and I've got a piece of scrap Whisper White here, and I'm going to stamp it onto there using the Memento ink pad. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. So saffron, dark and light. And the So Saffron is great. It's a pastel-y colour, but it also means that when you come to blend, it's not like major bright. It's not one you have to work really hard to blend. It just blends dead simply. The darker colours I find, like Rich Razzleberry, Blackberry Bliss, those sort of ones, while they are amazing, you have to go over them a couple of times just to definitely make sure they're blending into each other. Whereas the light colours, Flirty Flamingo, So Saffron, Highland Heather, Purple Posy, those ones, you put the dark on, you put the light over it sort of once and it works. The only thing you need to do is go over it if you want to keep building up the colour. I didn't really want to on this one. While I like the flower, I like the fact that the background also shouted out at you and it looked really textured. So I quite like that bit. I didn't want the flower to detract, I wanted it all to complement each other. So this is what I mean. I've done it with the dark, I'm just going over it with the light, and it takes seconds. So you get that looking beautiful. Seconds. One thing I have found with the tips of these, if you are using the brush end rather than the bullet end, is every so often while you're colouring, turn the pen around in your hand, because the bottom of the brush is quite flexible. So as you're colouring, it will start to bend with you. So to keep it okay, just keep turning the pen around in your hand. Little trick that I've found. This is the light soft suede, doing the inside of the flower, and I'm also going to go round it with the bullet end as a little frame. When I am cutting out, if I'm going to be putting the fussy cut item onto a piece of white cardstock, and I'm not really doing anything else with it, I will just fussy cut it out. If I'm going to make it part of the design, want it to look more 3D, and I'm going to be putting it therefore into a background and want it to pop, I do generally add a little line around it with a different colour of the blend so it does pop off the page and it looks very much more 3D. Okay, so I'm going to fussy cut that out. This is a really good flower for fussy cutting. I also got the sunflower, which I love. Tried to fussy cut that out the other day, was there for like 20 minutes. So if you have the sunflower, I'd recommend getting the dies with it, because it's in, out, in, out. And I was there for ages trying to get that one perfect. Whereas this one, it is just a very nice sort of curvy one and it works okay. Find when I'm fussy cutting that it's a lot easier if you chop the paper down so you've got a smaller bit in your hand to deal with, rather than trying to fight with a whole piece of A4 and turning that round in your hand. that's that bit done. Get rid of all the little bits. So now I'm playing with the background. I've got the sentiment, the good things in life are better with you. I'm inking that up with the memento again. Just definitely getting that inked up because it's a biggish stamp. Line it up on your grid paper to get it straight. And there you go. Work out roughly where you want your flower. And I'm going to just grab my So Saffron ink pad. There it is. I'd already put it on the desk. I wondered why it wasn't. I have an ink pad caddy above and I wondered why it wasn't in there. And it's because it's on my desk, waiting, ready to go. So I'm using this trellis, which reminds me like of, you know, those fences that you see outside of, you know, sort of the Victorian-y type houses. It reminds me of the top of those fences. I think it's lovely. So I'm just going to pop that down there. And then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to stamp on this side. Like that. Okay. And then the flower will go over like that. That's all of the So Saffron ink. The rest of it is with memento. So I'm going to do the sprig next. With this one, you want to have a piece of paper to stamp off on. Okay, so I've got a piece of scrap paper here. So I'm going to ink it up, stamp it once onto there, and then stamp it up there so it's like a light grey rather than a dark grey. Okay. And then once you're finished with that, we're using this one here and work out where I'm putting my flower. It's going to go there. So that would look quite nice there. Quite nice there. And also pretty good there. So you've just kind of got it around each edge. That's the end of the memento. So I'm going to come back in with a soft suede light and I'm just going to colour in each bit on there. I was tempted to do all of the stamping that I have done in the memento in soft suede. I don't like using my water inks for my blends because they smudge. So that's what made me use the memento on the flower. And then I thought, once I'd done it there, I thought, well, I'll keep up with the black. And actually, I quite like all of the colours together. So I wasn't disappointed in it. I quite liked it. Well, actually, you can tell I quite liked it because I totally planned for this to be one of my cards on my blog. So when I make my cards, I have a calendar of spaces. I do my videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, and the rest of them are just pictures of my cards that go on my blog, slimandstylish.com. This is the new ribbon, by the way, from the new catalogue as well. It comes as a double pack, so you've got this sort of netted type ribbon which looks more like a bandage. It's quite nice. And then there's also a sort of gold twine that goes with it. There's the two reels in the one pack, and this is just lovely. I like it. So I've just coloured it with my soft suede. So yeah, so I had the choice, and I was aiming for this to be a blog card rather than a video card. But after I made it, I really liked it, and I thought I'm going to do that on a video. So that's why you have it today. Just going to pop a bit of glue there to stick that down to. Work out roughly where I want it, which will be there. I've got my scissors somewhere. I've just used them for fussy cutting. How have I lost them? How? There we go. By the way, these are another pair of scissors. They're not the ones that I use for fussy cutting. They're lost. I have no idea where either. No idea. I'm terrible, aren't I? It's a good job my head's screwed on. I would lose it. I know I would. So some dimensionals. One, two. Stick the flower on. And there we go. You then just stick that onto your soft suede backing, which I've put over here. I'm now like looking around the whole room, everywhere for them scissors. I haven't got a clue. Oh dear me. It's better in videos. It's when I do lives. I can't see them at all in the lives. I always panic and lose things. And then I'm always nervous during them as well. So that makes it worse. And I'm like, oh, panic head. So there we go. All stuck down. And that's the card using the gorgeous Tasteful Touches. Do love that stamp set. Really do. If you like this stamp set and want to have a go with it, you can purchase it from my store, slimandstylish.com. Go up to the header and click buy, and don't forget to use the hostess code. If you've liked this project, please do subscribe for other projects. Thanks everybody. Have a good day. Bye.